Namaskar. Welcome to Daily Global Insights, episode 286. And this is our special episode on markets. And I would request all our viewers to like this video so that it has the maximum potential to go viral. As always, I have our co-host Sree ji standing by to give us an information and update on what happened to markets and where the markets are headed next week. Namaskar, Sridhar ji, and welcome to PGurus channel, sir.
Namaskar. Good morning to everybody once again, and looking forward to this markets wrap-up session. We saw markets respond with a big thumbs down, driven by sentiments and fears caused by the detection of this virus in South Africa and the uncertainties resulting from it, with potential lockdowns, etc. So what happened? Dow dumped 900 points and it finished at 34,899, down to 2.53%. S&P gave away more than 2% of its gains, finishing at 4,594. And NASDAQ was no exception to this, dropping 2.23% at 15,491. These markets are still well above the market norms, but the sentiments in the markets resulting from the detection of this virus saw the markets dip on the Black Friday, which typically the sales volumes are low, but you never lose this segment of this much amount of market sentiments or market drop on one single day. The oil markets also responded, and they dropped 13% and went below $70.
Now, Sridhar ji, this is a correction that's affecting across the board, isn't it? All stock markets around the world, and perhaps even it is affecting the cryptocurrencies, which I think are now officially in bear territory.
Indeed, sir. So I think the markets gyrated around the world. You will see more sentiments of it on Monday, because the Friday markets was midday in United States, early to midday, which is late Friday in Europe, and close well past midnight in Asian markets. So Asian markets open Sunday night US time, which is Monday morning in Asia. So you will begin to see. But the futures are pointing to something like 2 to 2.25% down around the world, responding to this unknown virus that has emerged from South Africa. Now it is detected in UK. I understand as we speak that there are more new cases that are being detected in UK as well.
Yes, indeed. And I have been keeping a close watch on this too. So there is a bit of a concern. However, you have to let this thing play out. First off, Dr. Fauci, as always, says that he's been talking to the officers and the doctors in South Africa, and he is monitoring it carefully. And so are many other countries. That's a given. Of course, they have to do this. And COVID, and I'm sorry, Pfizer says that the COVID for this variant, it will be ready with a vaccine in about 100 days. Sridhar ji, how realistic is this? Because it has still not come officially into United States. So how will Pfizer develop this vaccine?
Great. So I think I'd like to look at the last slide of the markets just to wrap the...
please go ahead, sir. Yeah.
Well, you can see the 10-year market, the bond yields dipped below 1.5. They were hovering around the 1.65. So there was some positive movement on the 10-year yields. Of course, the Bund and the Japanese yen fell as well, consistent with the market sentiments in the interest rate markets. Then, the Bitcoin and Ethereum, they also entered what you call as the bear market territory, losing between 8 and 10% across the board. Remember that these cryptos can gyrate and have volatility in the markets, but I still expect these guys to come back and do reasonably well as we wrap up the market. Now, getting back to the question that Sree ji has asked, how realistic is the opportunity or the assessment that a vaccine can be found or vaccine can be ready in 100 days? There is a lot of data now available. So they know how the mutations happen on the specific genomes or molecules. So there is their confidence level stems from the fact that they have the ability to respond to the specific need that is arising from this. Remember, there's already research going on to enhance these first generational vaccines into the next, which is the booster doses have come in, recognizing their down of the efficacy. So they have been working on this for some time. It's not like, it's an abrupt, restart of the detection and discovery and the formulation of the vaccines. So I think we are confident that they will come back. And generally the world's dispensation is, confidence, but care before excess, care and caution before you kind of, respond with more affirmative statements that we are ready.
Thank you very much, sir. And Black Friday sales seem to be okay. Maybe they are going to boost the supply chain crisis. They are going to probably alleviate the economic shock from the supply chain crisis. I was at some of the stores yesterday running some errands, Sridharji, and the crowds were quite reasonable. I wouldn't say they were like, door busters or anything like that. They looked reasonable. But it wasn't like the place was empty. So that's how I see it. Your thoughts on how this is going to play out? Fundamentals are fine. So I think market will recover once there is confidence about this virus, isn't it?
It is. Now, first to respond to the Black Friday sales. The concept of Black Friday, according to market pundits, especially National Retail Federation, as well as the retailers around the globe, that especially holiday sales is common around from this point onwards, post Christmas, and finishing on December 31st. But as far as the US is concerned, the Black Friday sales was, as you rightly pointed out, was little bit tepid relative to last year or relative to year before. Last year should be discounted because of the COVID restrictions and controls. But having said that, the new theory that is emerging is people are not waiting for Black Friday. The sales continue to happen, the gifts continue to happen. So there may be a marginal dip on Black Friday sales relative to last year or year before last. But overall, according to the National Retail Federation and Adobe, which predicts sales around the world, the sales will be anywhere between 8 to 10% greater than 2020, roughly close to $850 billion between in-store and online sales. On the online sales, again, it is now reaching globally $1 trillion, almost close to $1 trillion, of which about 207 to 210 billion happens in United States, roughly making up 20 to 22%, 24% of the global $900 billion plus sales. So therefore, I think the sales momentum continues to shift towards the online. And you will see that more and more retail store closures and with shift towards the online sales, and sales probably more evening, and the definition of this holiday sales spreading to probably 3 months rather than a narrow window of about 6 to 8 weeks.
Thank you very much, sir. And let's hope that, things come back to normal very soon. And I'm sure it will. The world has seen many such issues before. And thanks for joining. Do like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Sridharji, namaskar. And looking forward to a great week next week, sir.
Namaskar. Thank you so much. So as we just wrap up, two other observations. One is the week ahead, we can expect more volatility and gyrations as we come to grips with it. As far as I think Sree pointed out, the fundamentals are strong. The balance sheet of the companies and corporations are strong. So we can expect 2022 to be also doing very well according to market pundits. And the fiscal tools are available. There are no monetary tools are available, and fiscal tools are available to respond to any crisis that is looming in the horizon as a result of this new virus. So we all can feel positive. but at the same time, we all need to be careful as we wrap up and move towards the next week.
Thank you very much. Namaskar, sir.
Thank you, namaskar, and have a wonderful day, wonderful evening, or